The people who ever gave President Kufuor opportunity, platform, airwaves, interviews, was me and Hayford. Those days, tell me, who had the strongest newsroom in Ashanti region? Radio, prominence, by way of
Capital?
What's Capital? Now, though, at this one, as no. Untimi nkoshia press conference in Kasey, yes, a press center, or some He has no way of even doing it.
So let's come to your relationship with Aremeyaw. How did you meet him?
Many Kennedy issues relative to Tiger Eye, and not just the US. When Anas sued Kennedy Japan in Ghana, and we needed somebody to go in court and represent the Tiger Eye team, and I was in court.
And what was the outcome of the court? There was a judgment. So unchia a fine be, which everybody said it was absurd near there. Then it was reduced to almost nothing. What happened?
You see why I said me interview Kuma? Come interview back. Everybody dia come very. You know, but before that, one of the things was when I had another problem with my GJ. You know when the Kesman issue came up?
Confidence, no.
Confidence, Omahine, Edubu Achimo, when they did that newspaper review from the Free Press newspaper on their Kesman show.
It was the election petition to BBC.
Mokobo.
I remember.
When that thing came up, so in the controversy that came. So I was reached by Menshia. Say media for saying on my and Menshia will not sit down. Menshia and Tinaho MEN for him and form. Obin to me in a radio station, MSC as Santaman's artist so and Fanko Kasango in movie. And I agree. And they wanted for the media to stand up and kind of, if you want, apologize and retract those things. I discussed this with my executives, and they're like, Kesman for all my DJ members. They can just go and grind. And I'm saying, only as in for me, as the DJ chairman, whether they are members or not, they can become members tomorrow. So what's the point? I had a vehement protestation. And my country have been consistent. They said, no, I won't do it. Me, I'll go and support the Kesman guys. And I'm when I went to mention, they said, no, they want to see Kesman himself. See, me and Mr. Kessel went to see the Kumasi Traditional Council. And I'm telling you today, nobody ever plays or takes for granted the authority, the respect, and that kind of power. Kumasi Traditional Council and that's Kumasi Traditional Council. You need to face them to understand what I'm telling you. They are lawyers, they are doctors, they are architects, they are revered, intelligent people who, because of tradition, see a best summer sentiment. It doesn't make them stop. Baby, now officer, you will talk anyhow. Me, I told them, I said 3 things in Ashanti. As GJA chairman, Menshia, Kotoko, Konfanochi. I have always said it though. Menshia, Kotoko, Konfanochi. Wouldn't me you sue the media to denigrate those ones? You would need those 3 at every level. I say it. So that's all you have. If you destroy Menshia, what do you get? Destroy Konfanochi. Destroy Kotoko. The passion. And yes,
I can't throw 2 for so a house.
You say on you because opportunity.
Oh, the many house. Who's the many house are there? Oh,
it was Sakra.
Obi Black believe.
Sakra. Anyway, Jakojoma from Kwao.
Me drama baby. I'm indifferent. Listo, yes, Bukasin. And I'm in a church common. A veteran journalist. Could you have a veteran journalist? Yeah, one time chair of the Ashanti GJ, Kotoko PRO, parliamentary candidate hopeful, and a lot of things. And I'm in a bon commono. Mr. Anti politics, no. main so person be contested Sunday parliamentary seat. Were you inspired by Mrs. Chigabatia? What happened?
The inspiration really did not come from Chigabatia, but she gave me the confidence. The two things. Inspiration started with Dr. Sapon really.
Okay.
Because Mekai said one time Nakotokone has born my to Accra. And my late uncle, Chief Superintendent Yakubu. I say, hey, who the Kotokone Nam Hosano? We had a one Kotwaba Momo. You know his affiliation with the NDC and all that. So I had been talking to Dr. Sapon. That passion, that vibe. And also, why not? If you want to do it, I'm going to support you. You know, so that's how it started. As I grow. Then I get to fear, and I was talking to my wife about it. And I'm saying, so I said, I will support you. So as a buyer, nobody really gave me opposition. Everybody was like, why not? Beninti, Kwambani, everybody was like, why not? We support you. So that's how it started. Till I joke. And when I spoke to Chigabatia, the first person who from 92 had won the seats for the NPP, and I think that was in 2004, thereabout. And
maybe winning
2008, thereabout. So I spoke to her, and she was like, why not? If you want to come. So I gave it a shot.
At a point, she became the regional chair.
She became a deputy regional minister. Yeah, okay. And became the regional chair of the party in the Upper East. Yeah.
And alcohol, and what happened? How was it?
It was good. Very good experience. I'm doing a memoir. And so exciting. Because the experience of having the opportunity and it's like it's part of me for the rest of my life. More.
When you decided to contest, now call more with the campaign, the people in your constituency, what were important to them? What were the three things normal looking out for in a member of parliament? And then a normal say a member of parliament will do for them.
So in Butsan of her, my people have always looked for hope.
Okay.
Hope. And that's what. We can't and that's why it is because they are hopeless. Mostly. Hopeless as in survive on the wings of education. Terrible. Sanitation. Terrible. Education.
Healthcare.
Terrible. The last time me and my wife went to do donations there to the health center and then to the library and to the secondary school. We just went there to do stuff last year. A lot of stuff there last year. And yet different from other places. But the story is bad. Last week I met with Agaga. You know, Agaga is the NDC MP for Busa North.
No.
And he's the chairman of the
Interior
and Defense Committee of Parliament. I met with him last week, and he has always been a brother, regardless. If he didn't come over, I'm sending Agaga messages. Yeah, he was going to call me the next minute when he's free. And we met and we talked. And I have always been in touch with Dr. Park. He's the MP for Busa South, the other side of my place. Dr. Park is the person who held my hand and took me to school. So he's my mentor. So he or some inside or
he lived in Kumasi.
Yes. Okay. Park lived with us for depot. Now the parents know about, but with my be our and we had common brothers who would take me to school. So he would then take me to school. His hand called back to Sandman Sector. Apak was there, so I had to serve him and all that. So me and Apak, like a family, and the younger brother. When he was in Canada, we communicated all the time. Or certain agency, I think he was a convener for one of these
education.
Yeah, so Urban, I started a foundation with him and for him before he came to Ghana and all that. Anytime he came, so he's like a brother. So I speak to, even though they are on the NDC side, And if they almost be idea, they call me and I will talk. So that's the thing about Yahono. So Busaya is very deprived. There's nothing happening. And that campaign taught me something. Amongst all, I don't know if the politicians have seen it, but some walk my own way as a politician. Now me penko to, if you like, be DCs or MMDCs. I'm not going to take people from
the locality.
No, I won't do that. Personally, that's me. I won't do that. Because if you have...
But that defeats the purpose of decentralization.
No, it does not.
It does not. Baby now be DC in a locality. Abroad, the indigenes are the problems of the people.
That has nothing to do with decentralization. You are still administering the country from the friend is saying, from the locality. This is the point, and that's what I noticed after having gone. If there's a teacher in, say, in Busanov, born there, went to school there, became a teacher there, and he's a party, whatever, and then the party comes to power, and you want to develop the place, and you make him the head of government there. All he has is Common Fund and IGF. Common Fund is not reliable. IGF, if it doesn't have the means to raise money internally, you have no money. Governance today is not about IGF or Common Fund. It's about, and it's a world all over, it's about network.
How resourceful you are to get resources from others.
That's the point. That's what you need. And it's all the teacher now, who is he going to call and say, Charlie, I need a school here. I need this NGO to come here. I need that to do that. Why? They will never progress. They will never develop. So they can't broaden the scope and then enhance their tentacles. They are always stuck. These are buying the Common Fund back. This is on your IGF. Now IGF no can only be raising internally generated funds. Our conference can win. The people will be poor. Nobody survives with just IGF no Common Fund. So what you do for me, from what I learned, and they say, "Kope obia ofi krom ho. Se binyamia na domo or opportunities outside of the district. Now our network or influence, and bring that person to bond with the people and say, this is why this person is here. It doesn't mean we don't respect you. It means for the good of the people, this is the person who can do it. And you know what? President Hollins did something like that. They still talk about him. Daniel Syme in the 90s, Rollins' time, no? He was raised from outside of the district. But I think it was in Tamale, Accra.
But no frikrum. There's that one now.
So he's still seen at the best DC because he had network. And if they do that across the country, you be who more progress, more idea than just picking the same indigenes who have no exposure. It wouldn't, for me, make any difference. That's what I think. I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but that's what I think.
I see. So, Listo yes Bukasin, and I'm nearly born more. I was setting power with a 2 months. The sponsors Veronica, Erabako Yama Media Consult, Ancora Homes, Angel Rock Mixture, and Pamasaja Deco. Listo, the Press Foundation. You can't imagine about. I don't know. My man Lantambe.
Yeah. That's what you did. Yeah.
There was Anas. So let's come to your relationship with Anas, Aremeyaw Anas. Tiger Eye. Yes, sir. Tiger Eye. Anas, Tiger Eye PI. Okay, Tiger Eye PI. Okay, tell me about it. How did you meet him?
For very good reasons. How we met, I won't talk
about it. That's right.
I'll talk about.
When you are talking about Anas, there's a lot of secrecy around it. I respect all that.
Yeah. I'll talk about. In fact, relationship. I'll talk about the. In fact, relationship. I'll talk about the. Relationship. I'll talk about the. In fact, 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 relationship. I' it came out, and Obia been home in relationship with him because of the fallout from number 12, the robbing the game. You know, that was in 2018.
You see any good Ghana football?
Divergent opinions, they remain respected. You know, so but for that, nobody would be talking about me and him because everything was done on the quiet. I think that I have always believed in Obia because I have a reason. Semi di beye bibi. Na me so make some impact. So Obi yes or reason to make an impact in one area or the other. Me feel say the person deserves support. Any partner might have his own controversies. It doesn't invalidate the core purpose for the mission. Because maybe you don't expect everybody to be in line with what you think and what you do. Over the years, I've respected his job. I've loved his job. I've appreciated his job. And I have offered my support, 24/7. I still support his job. 2 days ago, we were together. We've always been together anytime I'm in Ghana. Oba states to he's always in my home. I'm happy, I'm proud. Same as for Manasseh and all of those undercover guys and those investigative guys. Omoba Erastus, Oba USA, he comes to me. And by default, I say, maybe some revered brother for the fight. Obia by USA, Charlie, I will know I'll be safe in this guy's home. You see, and I'll be safe moving with this guy. And my wife, you know her, she's receptive. Once I say this one is coming home, she's like, she wants to be on point for whoever. And she's, they love her the next day and they take me, put me aside. So if you come to the US tomorrow or the next day you are home, the next day you won't know coming. That's how receptive she is. And Dana's bit, I don't know if I should say much, but the thing is,
are you part of the team? The Tiger IPI account?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, Matthias.
To the extent that I was in court.
Oh yes, let's come to that. Honorable Kennedy Japan, any announce or US, remember. The so now got to now who could pictures, video near one at the end. Tell me about it.
Many Kennedy issues relative to Tiger Eye, and yet just the US. When Anas sued Kennedy Japan in Ghana, and we needed somebody to go in court and represent the Tiger Eye team, and Anas, I was in court. Kisie Jabin, I was with him 2 days ago. Our special prosecutor, he was our lawyer. Kisie Jabin, Samida Akun, and all those guys, they were in there. Before I went to court to defend the team, I would be with Kisie and and I was in court for 4 or 5 years, defending the team and defending Anas against Kennedy Japan, whom the team had sued. And it's not new. Beyond that, we were in the US. The same case, meaning so we have to your ears to what I'm saying. The same case, same FN is saying, plenty, same defendant, same parties. Same claims we were looking for.
Who sued who?
In Ghana, Anas sued Kennedy for defamation.
And in US?
In US, Anas sued Kennedy for defamation.
Okay.
So the same parties, the same case, the same reliefs sought. But in Ghana, when I was in the box for how many years? The judges were changed for how many times? And then eventually a judge gets changed and nobody knows who changed what judge. We got to court and the judge had been changed, which is an affront to the integrity of the law. And all of those things played out. And then they say, we lost the case. D. It went to appeal, we lost the case. The same case happened in the US. Same comments, Honorable Kennedy.
US jurisdiction, and then anything.
New Jersey.
Who lived in US? Other than the US. That's what I want to understand.
Yeah, big question a lot of people have asked. I think it's a very good question you have asked. In law, your friend BB personal jurisdiction. And your and BB so subject matter jurisdiction. And before say court betie case no. I was say court no has say or no court no personal jurisdiction over the parties. Before the court will say, oh, me court no de akoto eti ahonjo anasa oti denyame. Court no denyame. Enti say akoto issue list well denyame a the court by virtue of the fact that omumienu and one of them eti denyame no personal jurisdiction over the matter.
Okay.
The court must also establish what you call subject matter jurisdiction. As someone parties near back court no, does the court have the authority and the power to adjudicate the matter? The court must establish those ones. And not to bore you with this legal stuff. Kennedy matter no. The comments he made here gave the court where we went the personal jurisdiction over Anas and Kennedy, and gave the court subject matter jurisdiction over the parties. That's why the court was held. The case was held in Accra. Kennedy goes to the US, conducts an interview.
Okay.
All the things he said in Ghana, he said them to a media person like yours in the US.
Okay.
In New Jersey. So Anas sits in Ghana. In the US law, there's something called diversity. When two parties are coming from two states over the same matter, there's a way they do the mathematics to qualify whether the court can adjudicate the matter. He made those comments in his home in New Jersey. And those defamatory comments were made in New Jersey, where Kennedy stayed.
I didn't know he made further comments in the US.
So that's what he did. So we sued him based on having made those same comments in the jurisdiction of New Jersey in the US. So the US court in New Jersey had subject matter plus personal jurisdiction, because the person who committed the offense in that jurisdiction, right? So Kennedy committed the defamation against Anas in the jurisdiction where the case was held in New Jersey, and he lived in the New Jersey because he has property there. That is why the court sat on the matter. Otherwise, the court cannot say it has been Ghana.
That's why I asked.
A lot of people still don't understand.
And what was the outcome of the court? There was a judgment. So unchia a fine be, which everybody said it was absurd near there. Then it was reduced to almost nothing. What happened?
You see why I said me interview come interview back. Which is why in the heat of all this, you say I never spoke about the issues. But for your sake, let me explain this. In fact, in the US court, there are two ways of adjudicating matters. There's one called the jury. There's another one called the bench judgment, and the jury will say the bench. The parties will decide whether they want to go the jury or they want to go the bench trial, the jury trial or the bench trial. In the US, the two parties agreed on what you call the jury trial rather than the bench trial. In the jury trial, this is the way it works. You say asomesi denyame. They select people at random. Aomoti denyame. Someone amoti ha. Ni epesi ye kan. I was tell bomb ho ban. Na nkofo mi ne nya asem esi wa ha. That's how the jury is set up. It's a moment na say for different people with different backgrounds. Na muntie parties ni me na asem. Se mutie o ma asem wi a. Ni mu fi sam adwen ya mo no monto so aba. Ti de mo be ka no, it becomes the verdict. I'm choosing the words well. The verdict of the jury. And in the US case, 32 people and a yedu mobile and a court no select ya do baby I can decide me pay, do baby I waste me pay. Then eventually they settled on 8 people.
Out of the 32.
Out of the 32. The jury has to max. I think the max for the jury is about 12. So they settled on 8. Into 8, you know, and a jury now, Omuti Kennedy assent for 3 days, Omuti another assent for 3 days. They watched the video, they saw the exhibits, they saw everything of the evidence and all that. Until last day, you know, jury, you know, normally, we caught them, now swaba. And the jury decision must be unanimous. Because a unanimous, I said, Nipanu Yinano, I do quadri benkum, kofako. Of the 8 juries, we had gone to court seeking reliefs on about 5 or 6. I had the documents at home in the States. And the thing that people do not know, which is on record, because I was monitoring the court decision online, because men and me were US. And it said of the 8 juries, members of the jury, each one of them on each one of the count voted 8-0. That's a tricky thing. You can see the fairness. I have a lot of respect for your platform, so I'll tell you what the truth is. And the things people have not heard, which is what I'm telling you. Each one of the members of the jury voted 8-0, 8-0, 8-0, all against Kennedy.
Okay.
All. Until almost a year, then they would look for what they call damages. Damages, the US law breaks it. Punitive damages, whatever damages, they break all of them together. Until the jury then decided to award damages. And they broke it down. I didn't think we were going to discuss this. Otherwise, I'll bring you the document. They broke it down. This one, 5 million. This one, 5 million. This one, 8 million. And they calculated it. And it came to the 18 million.
Okay.
Whatever decision the jury brought found Kennedy liable for defaming the image of Anna, because we put the document together to show that he's an internationally recognized image. Okay. And in the US law, before they give you punishment for defamation, it's just straight off. They categorize it. Who is in the picture? What is the price on the name? What is the person's image? What is the person's prime? They calculate it into the higher and more important, more vibrant, more recognized you are, the higher your pay for damages. That's what they do in the US. And see, when all of that was put together, the jury found that, and we proved it in court. Anas is an international guy. He's an undercover investigator. He's worked for Al Jazeera, worked for the BBC, worked for the CNN, worked for that, won ABCD award. That's how we built our case. I'm just telling you things that people did not hear. So when the jury saw it, they also went back to do their further checks. And they came back to appreciate that, no, we're not dealing with just ordinary people. Kennedy is a big guy. He is a big politician. He had this credential.
He was an MP that time.
Yes. He's this, he's that. And he was talking big, and we showed all the videos in court. He himself telling the world who he is and how rich he is and what he can do and what he cannot do. We showed all of that in court. And the jury was like, no, there's something amiss. And in law, you are always seeking to establish malice. That's the court in malice in defamation. Until when we put the figures, the mathematics together in terms of the facts, the court found, look, no, whatever it is Kennedy did, calling Anas a thief, calling him a extortionist, calling him the murderer and all of those things that he said, the court just opposed the two positions and no, you did that out of malice. And he himself and his team admitted that they couldn't prove it. That's why actually today, the court in US today found him liable, for defamation against the character of Anas. Right now, it's a precedent now in New Jersey, which is why they have never spoken about whether they are liable or they are not liable. But they are liable. They are admitted to being liable. But you see, the jury verdict has to be looked at and considered by the judge. Yeah. So the jury verdict metamorphoses into the judgment. Okay. Then the judge signs it off. Okay. And that's where the issue came relative to the figures. Jury in they awarded damages of 18 million from dollars from the calculations. They didn't joke in America. Then Canadians, he hired another bunch of lawyers. Those videos and the pictures that you guys took, I took all the videos. I took all the pictures. And they had no idea when they were talking and complaining. They came to tell the world that the judge said I shouldn't take pictures and I could try pictures. And the judge, they were just lies, broad daylight, naked lie. Because I went to the courtroom and presented myself. I'm telling you today, I haven't told anybody. Presented myself as an international journalist who has a record, because they will Google to find out who you are. And I showed my press ID and said, look, I'm a journalist. I'm interested in this matter because it's of interest to Ghana. So I need permission to cover
it, and you need visuals to show.
And they ask me, what do you want? And I'm like, I need pictures, I need video, I need ABC. You sign up for those things. And I must say, do the application, go. you hear from us. Or some of your background checks. Timmy Ohon almost sending me email approving my application to cover that case. And they sent me the email, sent me the accreditation.
So you didn't do anything untoward?
No, people are just talking. I have all the evidence. So I went and printed it. That night, it was me, one of our guys. The whole team was there. With Anas himself. All of us went to shop. And I'm saying, I need some more tripod. I bought one. And then I got 2 or 3 phones. And I got my guys and all IT guys there. And Kennedy was there. The court was sitting. The judge was there. Everybody was there. And I positioned, send my position with cameras. Yeah, I positioned it in the court.
Share, baby, pictures, no, secretly.
You see, I'm telling you all of this out of love from our friendship. What's I mean, Kasai?
Yeah.
May the camera and could see her say, send your moody ACC. And I'm a set in the court. The judge was there. Everybody's be at it working in the bush and for the news for lawyers in at it. And every picture I took, every video I took, they were all sitting in the court, they were watching me. The judge was there. And I took all of those ones and I put them out. So how was I able to go and hide and take? And I still have the accreditation. What I say? So that's so they saw me. In fact, Canadian Coast saw me. They didn't know I had gone through that to get that accreditation. They didn't know because I didn't have to come and tell them. They don't want to say me, yeah, and they come my court clerk and they say, this is my IE from the court. That's okay. That's how I did it. But to the case itself, how you ask me about it, 80 million. When the
later about saying
$500, I'm explaining it to you today. When the verdict was announced and the jury gave the 80 million, it was not the final judgment. It had to go to the judge to also approve or otherwise. So the judge would ask for you to come and explain why you deserve it and why you do not deserve it. In fact, that day, Kennedy and his team sought to apply for what they call a mistrial in court. When you say a mistrial, it means bibi course or court where it was significant impact on the decision of the verdict.
As if you are not given a fair trial.
Yes. So if there's no fair trial and you can prove it, you ask for a mistrial, which means that the decision of the verdict should be quashed. The answer is for.
Okay.
The judge said no, because we've gone past that stage. You are guilty. And what you then can do is to do what you call, for them, an additure or a remittitor. These are legal terms. When you say a remittitor, you are going to tell the court that you cannot sort it. An additure will say, look, the money is too small, give us more. That's where we got to. And also on the dynamics. Until you try and make your case. Eventually, to cut it short, the judge, and I have all the judgment, they came to me. The judge said that he would uphold Kennedy and his lawyers' call for a remittitor to bring the money down because we should have proven something we did not prove. And therefore, they will give what you call nominal damages. These are legal stuff. Nominal damages mean, say, until, say, we convince the court, say, you deserve A, B, C, D damages, the court finds the defendant guilty. And to find the defendant guilty, capped with that nominal idea with the 500. The 500 tells you that you are effectively guilty, right? But then we are going to come back and talk about damages. So you come back and then prove to us why you deserve the 80 million.
If you are able to,
No, we have appealed. It's in court.
Oh, okay.
No, we have appealed it, It's in court.
Any debate here? And the ones I see.
No, it's in court.
I thought said out was it.
No, it's in court. It's in court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you have to describe Anas, he comes to your home, eats with you, and and how is it like? Is he wearing this all the time? Does he have family, wife, and children, and all that?
Oh, so I say, which one do you want first?
Any anyone.
Or you're a very simple person. He lives life like you and I. Why will he wear mask if he's not on assignment? Then they call you the tall watching about last about you could eat it war. Unsa onam abu na oba besi amaka junction na rains no so ma rains no so ka bi o sa uma bi ton tizet bi ho o free
we out na ko fo ko akotete
say on ko biom on ko biom no akotete no see on e ko di tizet we are tizet there
on share mask.
No, why would he wear mask on share mask? You just
nobody identifies you.
No, how will you? He has 64 prosthetics. I don't know if I should say this, but
he's always wearing one.
It depends on where, when, how, and what occasions it. Anytime, yeah. Because what you might say risky, so you have to also any or war. That's.
But when he was winning court reporter of the year near the end, not any bow.
No.
Oh, no. Those times not any.
I can tell you how he became an ass from day one, but that's another chapter for anyway. So he has family, lovely. We live together. They come to us on holidays. We come here. She eats from
your... He's not a superhuman being.
No. He's just ordinary. He's just like us. He's just like us. Who says, yeah, you love him.
You see, he's very rich.
I don't know how. I don't know.
Investment.
I don't know what people define as rich, but I can tell you as a sister and as a friend to him, Sebi, he's made journalism count. He's made journalism count. I remember all of the accusations Kennedy raised those days to say, how can he get this? How does he have that? You remember those days? Yeah. But
the cow definitely idea.
No, he's okay. He's good.
Inti owo abroche no ha unsuru.
Why? Why should I?
Say you be attacked and I say
who?
Because say as a young crofo anyone is crofo.
Which one go for many also? You think everybody likes that you are doing a sitting up and everybody is happy and watching? You think when you were who you watch us on nam gene now break about the PA capital, the copy angel, the PA now cover the journey you and I know. You think everybody is happy for you? Yeah, I tell them why. Do you think everybody is happy for each one of us? That's life.
But they are not. It's like announced that he steps on people's toes. Number 12. If one they can say.
Which one?
Judges in the
yeah.
What's the name?
Ghana in the eyes of God.
If
you Google it, Ghana in the eyes of God.
Judges, most of them became very better. Even coaches, any football managers. It's like announced the microphone and we all think that's why I was a mask. And they say, oh, bulletproof vehicles. They say he has special protection. That's why I'm asking, say, if you're going to host somebody like an house in your home, will you be sitting on 10 tables? It's like and I'm not a barracks because your wife is a military woman.
We don't live in a barracks. You see, the devil you know
is better than
the angel you don't know. Important so be who say be any senior son takache. Until also down so in a way. But I always say the biggest protector, you cannot be anybody else. Some can say he went to school from barracks, he went to Legon, he went to law school, he has employees in his diverse life. He has people in his home. People cook for him. For how long now will be protect? That is my belief in life. And Obama ho will fear. My wife doesn't have to get up and run around because some be like a family. He opens the fridge. What is there? You know, no afa. This make car. You know, no afa. Yeah, but just like say you will fear. And the thing about him that people don't know, honestly, he is one of the down to earth, receptive guys you can find, or I have found. There's been no time to have a meeting over a project or BBA. Like I said, yeah, me panel any yenye. Even when we have meetings and we have disagreements, he listens to everybody and he says, "Someone say in this area, like that's how I think he succeeded this far. You know, because when you sit Kwesi here and you sit him here and you sit all of the other members here, he is the person who will speak less. Okay, move away. The thing about him that he's detailed, very, very detailed.
Pay attention
to that smallest detail. He would look at it, see the eyes and see the comments, work on the punctuations. He is very, very detailed. That I can tell you. Or digest it. Because he believes to say the slightest slip can undo you. Let me tell you something quickly on this one. When number 12 was happening, and I remember the fight Honorable Kennedy Japan started. So, and he tried to bring NPP into the thing. So, okay, so go NPP, so yes, and those things were just hot air. Just hot air. Because you know what? If Unim, the opportunity he and the team had to undo the NPP, if the street wanted to undo the NPP, we won't be here today. Two things. At the time, Kwesi Nyantakyi ba shake Altani, Minister of Share number 12 now.
Yeah.
Okan nsem nyina we no to the undercover team no. He made a point. I said the president is in Doha. And he knows how to reach the president. The president was actually in Doha. It's a team who knows where the president slept. How we name the president's room. Security a war flag staff no. Maybe you need Doha to be your president, you know. And Kwesi Nyantakyi came mentioning how much? $5 million from the president, $3 million for the vice president, $2 million for the minister, $1 million for one. This is good money. Very good money. People must have that kind of whatever credibility to say, this is $5 million cash, take it away. I'm not saying the president would have taken it, but the team could have gone beyond what he gave to go and look for the president if he wanted to destroy the president. Do you know why the deputy finance minister, Charles Edubuahe, you know how his team came out? I think I'm revealing a lot of things to you, but that's okay. The Edubuahe piece, it was part of number 12. Do you know that? It was the same project, number 12 project, and they capture the same Edubuahe. After that, people were asking, and then at 2018, and as has recordings, he's not showing it. He shows it at his own time.
You
had all those things. The recordings were over 22 hours. Ghana sees just about 1 hour, 30 minutes. What happens to the rest of the 21 hours? What happens? Yeah, rushes. It's there. If today he wants to go back and edit and piece, he will still catch people. But when you are doing that job, you have something you call a mandate. You say, oh yeah, you script. What I am looking for, and they say, the entire Ghana football, ego. Me were prima facie evidence, just say there's corruption in Ghana football. The script is there. The difference is open video and audio evidence to back what you've written. So you have prima facie. Why has Anas not carry cameras to come to investigate you? Why?
Only business.
There's no business coming to you. And he said, so Edubuahe, there was stuff that we're hearing. I have a Edubuahe's picture. If Anas, that's why Anas showed that thing. You see? So a question. I'm not mounting the defense for him because say on life. But when it comes to the job, which job I know how far I have come, I should be reasonable with explaining to people like you and I think your viewers. Obia on a view, obia on a understanding, obia on your position. Make I say somebody will listen to me and so we can question. That's okay. You cannot stop somebody from saying who can question. Now we're never but that's their view. What matters? And it's saying you can say how do you back that with the evidence? Because it's the truth. And that's it. And that for me is enough.
Did that have a terrible effect on Ghana's football?
Yes and no. You know why? There's a script with which you do this job. Eunice, let me tell you why, amongst all of the reasons, that was number 12. You may appreciate it, you may not appreciate it. Ghana football back then, we had BA United of Akwatono. They were in the Premiership. You had Ebusua Dwarfs. You had Azakes. You had 11 Wise. They were traditional teams.
Yeah.
You had Voradep. You had Red Tamale United. You had teams are not yet traditional team. Okoye United, Asasiaban. All those were traditional teams. The kind of traditional teams are communities, a team. The communities own those teams. And it's a top player for Okoye United. Kouman, maybe say Sikane Kohin. What do you then? A top player were Azakes, Ebusua Dwarfs, 11 Wise. The people there in the Western region would ask you, where's the money? A top player will be a United before. They will ask you, where's the money? That is why our football is collapsing today. It's the reason for number 12. Traditionally, Sekotokone be a United Elba. We are Kotokoni Kranoa because a BA local team, you tend to support BA, right? Kotokone Okouba. So what time friend is saying Okou Kranoa Kotokonia, you tend to support Okoye United because that is your team.
Yeah.
Until the people owned those teams and the teams were accountable to the locality, right? But along the line, you realize it, why football was going down. We realized that for whatever reason, BA United of Akwatono will go to relegation. The traditional teams ever go relegation. You know why? People didn't want to be accountable to the people for money. Until BA United will go, before we go, now became about the Brown Half region. Now, first Chelsea about Brown Half region. Now, Aduana crowd free because of the King's influence, and it means where now Aduana also Brown Half region. Now, Brekum Arsenal. Into the traditional teams now, omoye locality ni Diana, mass supporters never. Omko relegation. Now the became United, even though or Brown Half bar. The people will not come because originally normally Bofone BA supporters. They don't come to Bechem and they won't come to Chelsea because what Tom Bechem play at Chelsea. They don't face Ghana Merabo. Do you understand where I'm going?
Yeah.
So the spirit of the game started going down. Oko 11 Wise, Oko add to you, and all of that. So the thing that actually was a show, you say, all the traditional teams were relegated, and then new teams owners who belong to friends in the FA. So football became business at the expense of the locality. So number 12 wanted to understand who was behind what, who was feeding off football and all that. And when you watch number 12, when you watch it, apart from the things Kwesi Nyantakyi said, I'm not for the money to Kwesi Nyantakyi. Though of course he's the big guy. Check the referees and their comments. Check them. Why do you think Tony Yeboah stopped doing football? Be our ball, I could do the I could do. Tony Yeboah, it didn't war, any influence, any impact, any support our war. I say, referees name was Mr. Mejai. Obi is Tony Yeboah. He needs everybody's support to survive Ghana football. Because our brand, our the attached Ghana football, Emma Ghana football pager. Yeah. Oh, Tony Yeboah, what team of Ghana? Obi to Frankfurt. Oko Frankfurt. I have been to Frankfurt many times. I've been to Hamburg. Yeah, his image is there. Obi a tattoo Tony Yeboah Tunechi.
We rushed to watch football made in Germany because of him.
You those days, One Okocha. Oka Okocha, JJ Okocha, One Tony Yeboah and JJ Okocha, more ball Frankfurt, no more. Every time you want to watch football made in Germany. Why is Tony Yeboah not happy to be a part of football? System, no, he's played him out. He's somebody who should be encouraged to do football. If you talk to him today, he will tell us a referees bribe in the same way. What you go live see when because somebody didn't want him to succeed. Why is Tony Bafu and all of the other big guys who are disenchanted? They are the guys who should go to Cameroon. Eto. Cameroon didn't qualify for the World Cup. The last elections, he won short of 3 votes. 90 a year, 12, only 87. Even though Cameroon didn't qualify for the World Cup. Why didn't they vote for him? You think Eto will steal their money?
No.
Of all baby football na could do, any Sika, any Japadi, or the people say, look, let's give it to the guy. But that is not to say, if you're not a football person, you cannot do our football. But me can't go say your football na a form way before number 12. For the reasons I've advanced. Me take Kentiko, you know why I live in Kentiko no? Say, Oko United, you see the fleet of buses that will come from Mokoko to Kumasi. You see them. So add to you by league in 1978. They never went to relegation. The only time they went to relegation was Kwesi Nyantakyi's time. The only time Ghana Premiership, I think $30,000 as winning money. Winning league, that money. Was the only time Kwesi Nyantakyi's All Stars qualified and won the league and went to Africa. All the years preceding, we didn't have sponsorship money. The year we had $30,000 or so, I can't remember. That was the time Kwesi Nyantakyi's All Stars won the league. Na kotokotiwo has it to ash go to ho.
It's just a lie.
I'm not saying, I'm just making a point. Who takes Kotoko Heart to Folk and Ash Gold and all of those teams, put them aside, and then you see why All Stars come and go to Africa? Because this is football, anything can happen. But
you're only asking questions.
But the lawyers say you can make references and inferences to argue your case. That's what the lawyers will tell you. And I'm saying, over and above all the arguments relative to our football and number 12, if you don't agree, Anas has always said it all.
As or they project bar out at it.
People have said that.
Number 12 was his last. After number 12,
no. He's done a few others. He's done COVID. He's done about 2 or 3 other projects.
For COVID.
People always say that. Follow his history. He's never done a project under 2 years. Never. And he doesn't do projects in election year.
Oh, okay.
Check. People are just naive. We talk out of emotions. Check the records. Never has he done a project under 2 years.
You are likely to see a project before 2028.
The catch there will be. We were Strami. And Minia Salinko. Obishiame 2 days back, he didn't come.
Salinko actor.
Yeah, no, Madam Fopa, he didn't come. And I was when you ask him what Chevy say, Madam Fobako of the UK is one of the guys on the team. Obebo mi do wina, Opiana didn't share no. Okoyana, Salinko say, how much you and I'm saying, anytime you see the team converge,
it's possible.
It's possible something is happening. This was about 2 days ago. 2 days ago. You know, just as he does, he doesn't speak. I'm not saying all this because I think he's next to God. No. And I know people who have called him to say, my friend is saying, like you are saying, when is the next thing coming? Big guys. And he tells them, look, I have a lot of court issues to deal with. When I'm done with them, I will come. She won't tell you he's coming. When Kennedy went to town, he said, oh yeah, land grabber. And everybody went to town with it.
Yeah.
Everybody went to town with it.
There was a video, there's a gentleman I see on yet they supposedly may pass by the
I've seen all of those videos and all that. So how come you can't see him tomorrow when you see him on the street? No, I'm just saying, when people have said, this is me, and then I eat with you, I drink with you, I go to town with you, and then you still can't hold my hand. I sit on the plane with you. Oh, but you think if he's flying, he sits on the fly, he covers his face. So how come somebody has seen those things and it's him, and then when you see him the next time, after number 12, I brought a video out after number 12. He was going to Switzerland. He was sitting next to Kwesi Nyantakyi.
And he didn't see.
He took a video and sent the video to me.
Was he
that's also him. No. I'm just telling you, if I go to my archives, I can find a video for you.
Judges ready, sir. You'll come on and watch it.
Yeah.
Was say now we just sure say we Aremeyaw say hwan Aremeyaw di Aremeyaw di we just sure say sakoso da bi o me dey be free nkoko say onu so free we dey wa ache na di when asadwene ne ban chim that was second no cause for amusu ko it's possible say be crowd
you won't know.
and you say there were people to say me my sister her lordship your friends her ladyship Justice Efia Asare Buche ono also okoye announce say okoye opam no and there's Mrs. Bafuboni and so ono so sa Chief Justice say the cousin ono so
what does it tell you?
They
have impeccable credibility.
Exactly.
The names you have mentioned.
Very honest. Yeah.
And us recognize them. We talk about it in our close and we laugh. Say, look, there are people who have impeccable credibility.
If you ask why we are member police,
she said it. She said it. There's one guy.
She said no nonsense.
There's one guy. He was in Dunkwa or Takwa those days. He's now up there, He's not a Judge Baki. He's my friend now. We talk all the time. We chat. So there are people like Efia Asare are talking about, Supergirl. And Anas will admit that there are people who have integrity. And anytime anybody falls, and that's the flaw that you entrapped people. Why was she not entrapped? Why was she not entrapped? Because she's brought up well, she's mannered, she has integrity, she respects herself. She said, I will not take it. Why did somebody else take it? And when they say entrapment, what is entrapment? In the law, when they say you are entrapping somebody, you must be a security agency who is seeking to deceive somebody to buy into an investigation, which investigation you use in court to try to impugn the integrity of the person. That's what the law says about integrity, about entrapment. Now, if I'm an independent person, but if you gather information for the sake of society, it's a different ball game. And the answer I will be in fact camera and call Papa was investigating or no. Let me tell you what. There must be one a prima facie. There must be what they call what do you call it? Probable cause.
Okay.
Or reasonable suspicion.
There should be a basis for it.
There should be a legal basis why you carry your camera to go to somebody.
Are there young journalists, up and coming journalists, they could be the announced in the next future?
Plenty. Plenty.
Okay.
Anas is just one. If you God forbid you kill Anas today, you see the number of other Anases who will pop up. You will see the others because you see when you make him your target, you are missing the point because he's just one person.
Okay.
You think one person can do that kind of job over 2 years, 3 years? You think one person, anytime the team is gone out, you see about 3 or 4 people masked.
Has a member of the team ever betrayed you guys?
When you say betray, you don't have
leaking information.
People leak information, but you don't have reason to say they've been bribed to do it because you are dealing with facts.
Okay.
And to the fact to say, when you will be in just say, are corrupt, you must respect the people in the law. Sometimes we speak a lot more along the legal stuff because you don't just want to denigrate somebody's reputation. People do it. You are dealing with human beings. But you see, to what end? To what end? This is a project he's been on for the past 25 years. 25 years is no small. Yeah, started how many years?
28, 29.
Yeah. You are still grinding. Now you are finding your level. Tomorrow, if I see that we have a Setina TV, which is on mainstream television, I will not be surprised. You'll be moving from YouTube and going to that. I will not be surprised. You think if I didn't care and I didn't know your story, I'll come? You know something coming back. Everybody away and the papa along the line for the past 28 years, they gravitate towards you. I was telling my driver, I said, Nah,
others stand you up. Others say that because of one reason.
They don't know you. Whoever gives a reason and or reasons not to come for your interview is because they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says they are busy. Nobody. Busy.
And people like you, sometimes Kojoma for Tanko, sometimes was Minya Bida, and so you won't remember.
Come.
And those are things
you come.
You.
The last time I forgot my marriage to my wife anniversary, you know, catch them and say, hey, don't catch them. You remember?
Yeah.
When catch them, I nearly forgot. Hey, you better remember. You did that.
Yeah.
You need relationship, so I'm here. You can't go with such chance will be betray your good deeds. I aim for the past 28 years would keep you going.
Yeah.
And it will be the person who suffers in the end. Because yeah, any moon I tawachi. And that is the truth. Kojoma for he will not betray you. On jao. Nana Kwesi boy te on jao. Or Kwame Dinkra on jao. Edubuachi. I know people who will be there for you.
That's what I'm saying.
You come.
Edubuachi de Kwesi boy to me train. Many of my casa me train. Okay, listen.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are married to a very beautiful woman, very intelligent.
Thank you.
Or yeah, an officer in the army with US. Yes, sir. Okay. And they didn't know about Condoleezza because of Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah.
So inspired.
Yeah, I love her. Only Colin Powell, you know, the first Secretary of State to the US, woman, smallish, black, you know, and so even though I lean towards the Democrat and she was Republican, I paid the way and the confidence, you know, and then I still watch her, you know, just like her. I've told you about Akufo-Addo and Jerry Rawlings. Me, when it sticks with me, I'm just going.
And so you decided to name your only child after her?
Big time, and I'm proud, and she loves it too. She goes to school and says, "I am not called Diamond. I'm called Condoleezza. You can call me Condi." That's the short form of Condoleezza. So she tells the teachers, Daddy says that, you know, my big sister gave her Diamond, and I did Condoleezza. And then my late sister is the Awenteba.
Yeah.
You know, so I put what I want is Condoleezza. My big sister put Diamond, and I within the told my late sister, you know, so I put all of those together. You know, so she goes to school.
So she's not Bukasin.
She is. That's the middle name.
So Condoleezza Diamond Awenteba Bukasin.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a meaning to all of those names that I put together. And one of these days when I went to school, the teacher said, the class of my Diamond. Then she came and said, Daddy. I was like, what? And they are very, the confidence and the control and they are so independent. You dare not. You will have to give her a reason for doing what. And they speak to you as if so. And I love that. You know, nobody shouts on her. I'm like, leave her, let her flow. She comes and she's telling you why you should explain to her why she should not do what she should do, what she should not do. She wants to understand everything. You know, and then she said, Daddy, when I went to school, I went to ask my teacher why she put Diamond there. And I'm like, that's okay, it's part. No, you said my name is Condoleezza, so why are they putting Diamond there? You have to remove it. And I'm saying, did you tell your teacher?
Farebra Sandema. She's been to Sandma. 2 months.
She's been to Sandma.
What did about more than only be 2 months? Oh,
one day, the debate will be transferred. One day, no, yeah, baby. And then, never mention also, oh, Condion. It's a Ghana near wa. I said, Mommy, I don't like it for you to tell me about Ghana. It's your mommy who gave birth to you in Ghana. Me, look, this is not Ghana. This is America. You can't tell me what to do. Let me tell me no more than me. Now we were because the two of them open your home. And I left. I did one penny say, over reference and say, and Ghana and Kawi say, or Ghana and Kawi say, she doesn't like that. What I said, because she thinks that
she's Ghana a punishment.
She doesn't. She loves Ghana. The time I said she was coming to Ghana, she would go to the shop. I want this, I want that in Ghana. And then you buy it, and and ask wife, my wife will grab your unity. And you go home or buy hotels over here, omuti. Oh yeah, it's new year no. Then this girl opens her bag, no, you $20. Then mommy to cover. I think she charge about 5 or 6 million, and then to carry. Then mommy did the bucket to buy. This girl opened the no, you $20, and the man around so often talk with ma the small girl.
That's kind of
and the mommy didn't shut us and I'm calling and I'm saying allow her and giant or this kind of coin. Mommy the coin will say Condi. Why did you do that? I said, Mommy, buy your money. It's your money. It's my money. So why you ask me what I do with my money?
How old is she now?
She's 12 now.
12.
Then she was 11. It's not money. Why do you ask what I do? I don't ask what you do with your money. No, Mom said, but I feed you. I said, yes, but you have to feed me. But what I do is my money. She needs it to buy food for the friends.
The children.
Yes, she just gave it out. And Mommy sending me email from the school. And then I saw me Jiska about $1 or $2 or $5. And she had gone to school with $10. $50. $50. And then the teacher not sending my wife a email say, this is unusual. The maximum is $10. So why would she bring $50? And almost sending email. So my wife said that look, on the demand, so I'm running on for $40 in back and all that. And then she came back home. And Mommy Busan said, why did you take $50 to school? Mommy, it's my money. I had it. I thought the kids need it, so I gave it out.
Oh, you're very kind. And that's important.
You know.
Yeah, I did back say to be kind. Because any pay him what enra Nana Osebo's being Nana, happy birthday and God bless you. A friend of mine, he's like a younger brother. Just a charity staff BME, he supports me. And the birthday also back on for not chair be adoye. By tia sika bebre nipa be 18 ana omo eda konfanoche yeyi omo ato omo ntimi nti omo bills nti be ade ibi wan kwala 2 months nyina aka ho ene emrewa abrewa bi also 70 hypertension e ho atoro da ho because ntimi nti an bills e can be okra 300 Ghana but I think say 150 cedis. Then there's a woman or no none the any was stropa I can see a chianki ntimi mu any probably almost 15,000 cedis. Or yayen surgery complications near there when your neighbor at all confanochi because oni sikana or tiano. It's sad. Na enuachi na Central Destitute Infirmary. Oma 10,000 say me fam to nuane nkomo. Ghana's only destitute infirmary or Ghana. But I buy some version to the place, Kakreb, Enokra enko. It's which more library, which or more water money like because they are not able to pay. Sometimes this one could free Adriane. Reverend Richard Kusi Boateng and a demene process, them is a call. And I say, may my be ambassador for the infirmary sort of. When they need food, they will call me any day. So say nipa go over 40 people. Abai who at the social welfare for who the call. But sika to keep them, the upkeep no enko. Nti me gigi sika de komo. Nti me koto nuane na komo omo. Na me to need do shop bi obantama. Market ho. And na me ti say raba bi bisa say Gary half cup. Konko majin konko no half. Gary half cup, yes. No, I say Gary half cup there. Yes, Gary half. Yes, Gary Coco back say 5 cedis is so cedi. Oh, yes. So the lady turned and we say, bra, one I could do say. A man Gary 10 cups. A man need 1 cup. A man sugar 1 cup. And say a kai. And I miss what the better bibiana. Also, the book so nisika so afaka. She said, Gary, oh, Gary. I'm sure she did not even have 5 Ghana. And as no 5 Ghana, or the talk Gary 1 cup, no, Kobenanti Akufi. Yet, to be betting it's your own money. It's okay. At the it be 1,000 Ghana, I be here. Oh, so you're church, how to be kind to each other. Omo come do omo. Omo befe you nesika. I'm not justifying why they do Sanya. But a come on, yeah. Who say what did this pay? na ono waduane ase furufuru wakra onya ni a accommodate no na sebe bone e ba ne chi enti this Christmas be kind to nkofo omo tete uncompleted buildings ekomo ku omo there are people say owo neighborhood umano gari 1 cup anemu 1 cup kra waku no enti eye the season of giving yen share what we have with others okwa sorry no man enter there na omo outgrow in them no to be bobo sorry baby wo hwe ne ho ne na atade a wa wunim se wa nya bro nya atade it's amazing say oba no oh yes sir was kindness no I'm sure from you and let's teach you man no omunye sir the world will be a better place for all of us ye frame Eunice akotoma nsa atakra men menem di asetena apa dwumadie ho chiame we have all been here because enkrofo eso yemu e de buy 12 December I think Friday is my brother's 70th birthday. I did something for him none enough for they were to say oh mo say and I'm saying he paid for my journalism fees the first time it was 200,000 Ghana cedis that time.
A lot of money.
But he yes me rent me papa ba kuskeni ba ko so onu nkwala wa show mu na busuafo people a oni ya omo obi ani wa back to say thank you to enti being ungrateful so betimi asinkofo foforo at ekwan betimi a hindrance to obi adro your person or yema obi because wo ye bi ma wo no one show gratitude one done as the here enti na yesu mpo o kan say na enipa bebrame on papa e de na wo kwa na wo ba abe show a appreciation enti obi ya de ma wo na wo show a if appreciation no could be what you are doing for the next person. And what should I say? Be any pakrono ye kesi any man. Would you be ya man it won't make an impact. But obi o one chain on so here one. Oh yeah man, ye grow together, ye smile together, not the world no a better place. My sponsors, a Rabak Queen 0244 606 500. Veronica 020 036 9876. Ancora Ho 053 021 7766. Be team Ray Studio Production. Almost say opese oye photo shoot for family near there. Offer number na omo beba no ma be ya ma kama. Raymond, Eliano, Alex, and a free Ray Studio Production by me able producer. And so yeah, Randolph Kwesi Saf, Nana Safu. And I'm a driver, so yeah, Thomas, chairman. There's a back pay. The guest, Mr. Listo will use to book us. Bra, thank you. Yes, that's for coming. That's by average US. Yeah. Remember. Thank you and Merry Christmas to you. Yes, December Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Be kind to somebody in need. Thank you.